Denied service at a high-end restaurant simply for wearing a MAGA hat, Baron Trump's response was not anger, but the beginning of a movement that would shock the world. The intricately carved wooden doors of Brentwood Heights Bistro, a renowned Los Angeles restaurant, swung open as Baron Trump stepped inside. His tall stature and composed demeanor immediately drew the attention of diners, indulging in their lavish evening meals. Adjusting the red hat atop his head, the bold white embroidery of "Make America Great Again" reflected the glow of the chandelier overhead. It wasn't just an accessory, but a statement, a quiet declaration he carried with steadfast confidence. This wasn't an ordinary dinner. With just weeks until his 18th birthday, Baron had chosen this special venue to mark a significant milestone. The restaurant exuded a harmonious blend of classic and modern elegance, with candlelit tables and the faint aroma of fine wine in the air. Plates of exquisitely crafted dishes adorned the tables, each one a masterpiece of culinary artistry. Baron strolled slowly past the rows of tables, hands in his pockets, soaking in the inspiring atmosphere. A table near the window, overlooking the shimmering lights of the city, caught his eye. He approached, ready to sit. "Excuse me," Baron began, his voice calm and steady. A nearby waiter, glancing briefly at Baron's red hat, hesitated before maintaining a professional demeanor. "How can I help you?" the waiter asked, his tone slightly wary. "I'd like to sit at this table," Baron said, gesturing toward the window seat. "Could I see a menu?" Before the waiter could respond, a commanding figure, the restaurant manager, intervened, cutting between them like a cold breeze, his gaze fixated on Baron's hat, and the polite smile that had graced his lips vanished. "I'm sorry, but we don't serve customers wearing political symbols here," he said, his tone sharp, instantly heightening the tension in the room. Baron remained unfazed, meeting the manager's eyes. "I'm just here to have dinner. I'm not here for politics." "We do not permit any political symbols in this establishment," the manager retorted firmly. His voice rose just enough to draw the attention of other diners. The restaurant quieted as all eyes turned toward them. Baron paused, his gaze sweeping across the now silent room. "So, aside from the hat, is there any other reason you're asking me to leave?" he asked, his voice calm but weighted with meaning. "This is private property," the manager replied, crossing his arms. "We reserve the right to refuse service." A heavy silence blanketed the room, the tension palpable. Baron took a deep breath, his eyes shifting from the manager to the stunned faces of other diners. "Understood," he said quietly, turning to leave. His steps were deliberate, exuding quiet dignity as he walked out, leaving behind an oppressive silence. What Baron did next would not just change his evening, but create ripples far beyond the restaurant walls. Stepping into the cool Los Angeles night, Baron replayed every moment in his mind. The rejection stung less than the principle of the matter. He wasn't angry, just disappointed. Disappointed at how quickly people judged based on appearances. Standing under the warm glow of a street lamp, Baron pulled out his phone and navigated to Brentwood Heights Bistro's website to find their customer service hotline. Within minutes, he was on the line with a representative, his voice measured as he recounted the incident with clarity and restraint. "I'm not asking for special treatment," he said. "But I do expect to be treated with respect, regardless of what I'm wearing," the representative, taken aback by Baron's composure, assured him that the complaint would be escalated. But Baron knew that wasn't enough. To address an issue like this, transparency and action were essential. Baron's story quickly gained momentum, unbeknownst to him. A diner at Brentwood Heights Bistro had witnessed the entire incident and secretly recorded it. The video, titled "Upscale Restaurant Refuses to Serve Young Customer Over MAGA Hat," surfaced on social media and rapidly went viral. Baron watched the footage silently, each sharp word from the manager, every judgmental glance, and his own calm demeanor captured with precision. The comments section erupted with emotion. Many praised Baron's composure and grace, while others expressed outrage at the manager's behavior. Within hours, the video amassed hundreds of thousands of views, accompanied by trending hashtags like "Respect all customers," and kindness over politics. Instead of feeling vindicated, Behrens saw the bigger picture. This wasn't just about him. It was about how easily prejudice and shallow judgments could overshadow basic decency. That evening, Behrens sat at an antique mahogany desk in his family's Palm Beach home. The warm glow of a desk lamp illuminated his thoughtful expression as he began drafting a message, not one of criticism or anger, but a call for unity. "Kindness isn't political," he wrote, "and it costs nothing, but its value is immeasurable." He paired the message with a retweet of the video, adding a simple line, "Thank you to everyone for sharing your thoughts. Let's turn this moment into a reminder of what truly matters: respect." The post spread like wildfire. By the next morning, Behrens' tweet had garnered millions of views, likes, and shares. Influential figures, from artists to business leaders and politicians, expressed their support. Some lauded Behrens' poise and maturity, while others demanded accountability from Brentwood Heights Bistro. Media outlets widely covered the story, with headlines like "Young Trump handles discrimination with grace" and "Upscale restaurant faces backlash over poor judgment." Meanwhile, the restaurant faced a storm of criticism. Its corporate office issued a public apology for the manager's unprofessional actions, promising an internal investigation and improved training programs. However, the damage was done. Angry customers flooded review sites with negative feedback, pledging never to return. Anonymous former employees came forward to share their own troubling experiences with the same manager. Barron read the coverage with a mix of surprise and determination. This wasn't how he had envisioned spending the days leading up to his birthday, but he felt a responsibility to turn the moment into something meaningful. While scrolling through comments, one stood out. "Imagine what we could achieve if everyone resolved conflict with this level of maturity. Barron, you should lead a campaign for respect and kindness." The comment planted a seed in Behrens' mind. What if this incident could spark a larger conversation? What if people could transcend biases and see one another as individuals, not labels? Behrens resolved to act. He contacted his close knit team, sharing his vision for a campaign not centered on him or his name, but on the universal message of mutual respect. Together, they began crafting a detailed plan, from communication strategies to methods for amplifying the campaign's reach. But before launching the campaign, Behrens had one unfinished task. He still wanted to enjoy a memorable dining experience, this time at a place that respected everyone, regardless of who they were. Behrens reached out to a renowned restaurant, Lakeside Haven, celebrated for its inclusivity and welcoming values. In an email to the management, he explained what had happened and expressed his desire to visit. The restaurant's team responded immediately, not only inviting Behrens but also proposing a partnership to host a community event promoting kindness. 2 days later, Behrens arrived at Lakeside Haven. The restaurant radiated warmth, with soft golden lighting and walls adorned with artwork reflecting the rich diversity of the local community. The management and staff welcomed him warmly, giving him a tour and discussing the principles the establishment upheld. During dinner, Behrens not only enjoyed an exceptional meal but also envisioned a broader idea. He proposed to the management, "What if we turn this place into a hub for events promoting respect and inclusion?" His suggestion wasn't just a passing thought, it laid the foundation for a new initiative. Behrens' story was no longer just one of personal growth, it was becoming a movement with lasting impact. The Drive Respect campaign launched on Behrens' 18th birthday, not at his family's Palm Beach estate, but at an event held at Lakeside Haven, the restaurant that had become the springboard for his message of unity and respect. A promotional video was released, capturing the moment Behrens and the restaurant's representatives presented charitable donations to local community organizations. This was not a celebration of wealth or status, but a symbol of resilience and the transformative power of turning negativity into progress. "Respect isn't just something we ask for, it's something we give," Behrens said in the video. "Let's drive it forward." The campaign's impact extended far beyond the walls of a single restaurant or event. Drive Respect quickly became a cultural phenomenon. The hashtag #DriveRespect trended for weeks, with thousands sharing their own stories of facing bias and responding with kindness and compassion. Images flooded social media of people wearing campaign-branded t-shirts, standing beside family and friends, and pledging to treat others with respect regardless of differences. Lakeside Haven became a focal point, hosting free local workshops that drew wide participation. Schools, community centres, and businesses began adopting the campaign's principles, organising discussions on the importance of respect in both professional and personal relationships. Restaurants nationwide expressed support by declaring their spaces inclusive for all patrons. Meanwhile, Brentwood Heights Bistro struggled to recover. The manager who had dismissed Barron was fired following an internal investigation, but the damage to the restaurant's reputation lingered. Customers continued leaving scathing reviews, vowing never to return. Despite this, Barron refused to revel in the restaurant's misfortune. When asked about Brentwood Heights Bistro in an interview, he replied calmly, "The goal isn't to tear anyone down, but to build bridges. I hope they learn something from this." The Drive Respect movement also caught the attention of public figures across various fields. Business leaders, politicians, and artists praised Barron's maturity. Some noted how his actions transcended political divides, creating a symbol of how moments of conflict could become opportunities for unity. Barron's father, President Donald Trump, expressed pride in his son's poise and vision during a rally. Barron showed what truly makes a difference, standing tall and leading with class. The remark amplified public interest in the campaign, though Barron remained focused on its universal message. Over time, Drive Respect evolved from a campaign into a movement, inspiring companies to train employees on professionalism, tackle bias, and foster inclusive workplaces. Now a prominent public figure, Barron continued to attend events, deliver speeches, and collaborate with organizations to expand the campaign's reach. Yet, for him, the journey's significance went beyond public acclaim. The most profound lesson was the realization of the power in his response to adversity. On the evening of his 18th birthday, Barron sat on the terrace of Lakeside Haven, where the campaign's launch event was in full swing. Warm golden lights adorned the space, and the air buzzed with the laughter and conversations of family, friends, and supporters. The sleek black Aurum Apex, symbolizing the remarkable journey, was parked out front, gleaming under the street lights. Stars dotted the night sky as a soft breeze from the nearby lake added a sense of tranquility. Barron's phone buzzed with a message from his mother, Melania. "I'm proud of you. You turned hurt into something meaningful. That's true strength." Barron smiled, his eyes reflecting quiet relief. It wasn't just the car, the campaign, or the media attention that mattered. It was the choices he had made throughout the journey. He reflected on the moment the manager at Brentwood Heights Bistro had coldly asked him to leave. Those words had stung his pride, but had also ignited something greater. A chance to prove that respect should not depend on appearances, status, or beliefs. It was a principle Barron hoped everyone would hold close, no matter where they came from. If this story has touched your heart, we'd love for you to share its message by liking and sharing it with your friends, helping us reach our first milestone of 1,000 subscribers, which means the world to us and allows us to create more meaningful stories for you. Don't forget to share your thoughts about the story and let us know which city you're watching from. Thank you for your support, and we'll see you in our next story.